The story of the cow and the hardening of hearts. Taf-seir of Surah Al-Baqarah, Part 7. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed. In our previous sessions, we have delved into the profound narratives of the children of Israel as a spiritual mirror for humanity. We witnessed Allah's continuous blessings upon them and their repeated acts of ingratitude and defiance, which culminated in their spiritual regression. Today we will explore the very story that gives this surah its name, the story of the cow. This narrative, far from being a simple folktale, is a masterpiece of divine wisdom, a deep allegory on the nature of obedience, the dangers of excessive argumentation, and the ultimate spiritual disease of a hardened heart. The story begins with a divine command that seems simple and straightforward. Wah, Ida, Kuala Muspa, Lakomi, Ina, Allah, Yamurakum, Antadbak, Bakaratan. Kula Tatakithong, who's one Kuala Adu, Bayohi, and Akina, Mina al-Jihilan. And remember when Moses said to his people, "Indeed, Allah commands you to slaughter a cow." They said, "Are you taking us in ridicule?" He said, "I seek refuge in Allah from being among the ignorant." The command was a test of faith and obedience. A direct command from Allah, through his prophet, peace be upon him, should have been met with immediate submission. However, their response was one of disbelief and ridicule, suspecting that the prophet was making a mockery of them. This initial reaction reveals a profound lack of yaqeen and trust. The prophet Moses, peace be upon him, rightly refutes this, seeking refuge in Allah from the ignorance of those who would mock a divine command. Instead of obeying, they began to stall with a series of questions, which served to delay and ultimately complicate the simple command. Kulad yulan rabaka yubayan lan imdihaya kwala inahu yak. Da lu inab bakaratun el frikon wa el bekran anin bena danlika fef alremdi tumarn kula du lan rabaka yubayan lan du gi kwala inahu yakru inab Bakura tun kafru, fki, and lanu. Tasuru and wern. Kula du lan rabaka, ubayan lanimdi haya ina al-Baqarah, alainwa in insha, alhu lamutadon. Kuala inihu yakru inab, bakaratun el dalalan, tatru alarawa el task, al-kartha musalamatun, el shiata, fobkul, olana, gita, bilkaki, Fotobaba, Boba, Wa MD, Kadida, Wa Wata, Belbo, Wa MD, Kadida, Wayo, Wayo, Wawa, Wayo, Wayo, Wawa, Wada, Wawa, 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 Inenda, Berend, Wasawa, Wasawabada, and Wasawawa, Wasawasawa, Wa Awa, Ayenda, They said, "Call upon your Lord to make clear to us what it is." He says, "It is a cow neither old nor young, but a middle-aged one between that. So do what you are commanded," they said. "Call upon your Lord to make clear to us what is its color." He says, "It is a yellow cow, bright in color, pleasing to the observers." They said, "Call upon your Lord to make clear to us what it is." Indeed, cows look alike to us, and indeed we, if Allah wills, will be guided. He says, "It is a cow neither trained to plow the earth, nor to irrigate the field, one free from blemish with no mark upon it." They said, "Now you have come with the truth." So they slaughtered it, but they were almost not going to do so. This passage is a masterclass in the spiritual dangers of excessive questioning and lack of submission. The initial command was simply a cow. Had they slaughtered any cow, they would have fulfilled the command. But their questions, born of a hesitant and argumentative spirit, led to a tightening of the requirements. What began as a general command became a very specific one, making it difficult and expensive to fulfill. This is a profound Sufi lesson. The spiritual path requires sincere and immediate submission. An argumentative, questioning nafs ego complicates the path and can lead to spiritual paralysis. The final line, Wa MD, Khadid Yar, Yaf Allen, they were almost not going to do so, is a powerful indictment of their reluctance. The mystery of the cow is then revealed in the following verses. Wa idh kateltum, nafsan, fadratum, fab wa. Aru mukriyen md kuntum taktamun. Fokalim ikribubaba, geek, kodalika, yukik, ohu. Almatan wa yurkum atehi la alikum, kakil. And remember when you slew a soul and disputed over it, and Allah was to bring out that which you were concealing? So he said, strike the dead man with part of it. Thus does Allah bring the dead to life. It shows you his signs that you might reason. The command to slaughter the cow was, in fact, a means to uncover a murder that had been committed in their midst. They had killed a man and were blaming one another for the crime. Allah, the ultimate judge, provided a miraculous solution. By striking the corpse with a part of the slaughtered cow, the dead man was brought to life for a moment to reveal his killer. This miracle, like the others, served a dual purpose: to solve a crime and to serve as a stunning, irrefutable sign of Allah's power over life and death. The verse concludes with a powerful phrase, Kadnika yukika lamatan wa yurkum, ayukum, takil. Thus does Allah bring the dead to life, and he shows you his signs that you might reason. It links this specific miracle to the universal truth of resurrection and divine power, inviting humanity to use its intellect in a way that leads to faith, not doubt. The story of the cow and name this surah now carries is a powerful and multi-layered lesson in faith, obedience, and divine justice. Yet the sad spiritual state of the people who witness these miracles is highlighted in the very next verse that serves as a powerful conclusion to this long narrative arc. Thumma kasat kolbukam min badi danlika fahaya kalaji rati ashadu kaswatan wa ina mina alji janrati lam yata fayado minhu alanhu wa ina minhu wa ina minbi lam yashakak fayakuyu minyu almu wa ina minblam yabiku min kashiati alhiwa md alhu bigan fallon ammta malin. Then your hearts became hard after that, being like stones or even harder. For indeed there are stones from which rivers gush forth, and indeed there are some of them that split open and water comes out. And indeed there are some of them that fall down for fear of Allah, and Allah is not unaware of what you do. This is one of the most chilling verses in the entire Quran. Despite all the miracles, they had seen the parting of the sea, the manna and quails, the water from the rock, the revival of the dead. Their hearts grew hard. The Quran gives a beautiful and terrifying simile. Their hearts were like stones, or even harder. Even stones, the most inanimate of objects, are described as having a certain softness, a receptivity to the divine. From some rivers gush forth, from others water seeps out. Some even fall down out of the fear of Allah. A stone is more receptive to Allah's signs than a heart that has become hardened by persistent disobedience and ingratitude. This is the ultimate spiritual disease, a state of complete insensitivity to the divine and a total disconnect from the Ruh. My dear viewers, the story of the cow is not an indictment of one historical people alone. It is a profound spiritual teaching for us all. It reminds us of the dangers of questioning a clear divine command, of the subtle ways ingratitude hardens the heart, and of the ultimate spiritual tragedy of a soul that becomes more unyielding than a stone. This narrative serves as a powerful reminder that our path is one of sincere, trusting submission, and that all the miracles in the world will not soften a heart that is unwilling to receive. Join me in our next session as we delve into the succeeding verses of this surah. Until then, may Allah bless you with ilm and yakin. Assalamu alaikum.